I just said to you in my language that I'm glad to be here, and I am of the Payokochum people, the western people of California. I am a traditional indigenous sovereign woman who is also a sovereign traditional leader in this country. I wanted to share with you that a moment to speak, and in our way we asked, do I have your permission to speak? Just kind of nod your head towards me. Yeah. All right, then. One of the things that we want to talk about, this is a joint statement, and I don't know if you know how hard it is for sovereigns. I suspect the UN does, but as sovereigns, for us to collaborate together in the United States, we are very comfortable with our autonomy and our sovereign separateness, and then when we have to come together, we had an opportunity to speak at this conference, and we've been to the World Conference Against Racism. And in so doing, we realized that we needed to support the indigenous people of the world and their journey for the last couple decades. And in so doing, we realized that 41 of us came together initially, and in the end, 136 tribes are supporting the work that you are doing together, collaboratively as the UN and as the indigenous populations that you do represent. We also had initially 18 organizations, intertribal and national organizations, come together to be supportive of this work. We also then ended with 23 organizations participating. We know that we have spoken too, as one of the sisters earlier mentioned, about the violence against Native women and how pervasive it is. One of the things that was most disheartening to understand, and this is important in terms of the free, prior, and informed consent, and this document in itself in its entirety as indigenous nations, to have your country respond to protect as well as to coordinate services for all those things that you might need as an infrastructure of a city, of a village, of a community, no matter how rural it might be or how urban it might be. You must consider the fact that you are impacted just as aggressively as we have seen amongst our women are sought easily, and there's no protections. We recently got a law passed to allow that protection. In the United States, we know that, as you spoke to, the increased violence that's occurring. We are asking a firm, concrete action by the UN to couple with the implementation by the states at a national and local level in conjunction with the indigenous peoples, an absolute critical safety and freedom from discrimination, and restore to indigenous women worldwide toward the end of violence against them and our children as well. We also commend the efforts of the states in this joint statement that indigenous people working to negotiate a strong, action-oriented outcome document for this World Conference.
To conclude our statement.
I appreciate you taking the time. This was a joint statement. It was to be a little longer, but I will respectfully honor what you requested.